cost of living in the Philippines is much lower than most countries in the world. And for that reason, it's attractive to a lot of people for many different reasons. And for whatever reason you're interested in coming and living or just visiting the Philippines, I'll let you know, based on my own experiences, what the costs are. So the rent for the place that I'm currently living in with my girlfriend is 20,000 pesos. So in the end, I'll just accumulate everything, and in the end, I'll just mention what the total cost is in USD. But just to give a quick heads up, the total amount will be around 890 USD, which is 45,000 pesos. So again, the rent is 28,000, and that's for a nice apartment with quite spacious, 40 square meters, and in a very, very good location, close to a lot of different amenities, many different grocery stores, and so on. So very, very good location. And then, so that's the rent, 28,000. So you're not just paying for the apartment, which is very good, very nice, high standard. It's very quiet, some sound outside from time to time, but generally very, very quiet. And the standard of the apartment is also very high, I would say. Very Western in a way, I guess you could say, just very like modern. And this also came furnished. So big flat screen HD TV. So very nice apartment, but nothing too crazy, nothing too luxurious. But a nice apartment, 40 square meters, living here with my girlfriend, 28,000 pesos. And then there's the electricity, which is around 2,000, and that is both for me and my girlfriend, and we both, especially me, I use the computer a lot, as it also is closely tied to my work. So I use it both. I use my computer both for leisure as well as my work. So, um, but and she uses her phone a lot. So she charges her phone. So that's, and then obviously there's the kitchen which we use from time to time. Um, and because we eat out, or we order right now because of the quarantine. But yeah, so we use the kitchen from time to time. Other times we order. So the electricity in total amounts to 2,000 a month. So that's for two grown-up people in a 40 square meter apartment. And then there's the internet, which is 2,899 pesos, which I think, which is the fiber plan from PLDT. PLDT is an internet company in the Philippines, and I think it's renowned as the best and most reliable one. Though there are other ones like Globe, but from what I understand, PLDT is the best. So, because I did a lot of research before I came to the Philippines and decided on PLDT as the best internet provider, which is very, very important to me to have a stable and good internet connection. And with with the cost of that internet, the fiber plan, which is called 2899 fiber plan, and the cost is 2,899 pesos. That will give you 50 to 100 download, and I think around anywhere from 30 to 50 upload. And upload is not that important. The download is definitely what is most important to probably 90% of the people in the world who use the internet. So and that is very, very good speed. Nothing too crazy, but definitely very good in my opinion. So usually my internet speed, or our internet speed, will hover around anywhere from 60 to, could be anywhere from 55 to maybe 85. Usually, sometimes 90 or even 100, but usually it's below 190. So yeah, in the 55 to maybe 75 or 85 download Mbps range. And then, so that was the electricity and the rent and the internet. And after that, we have the food expenses. And the food expenses come at a total of maybe anywhere from maybe 12 to 18,000 pesos. But for the sake of this, um, just simplifying it, just when I'm going over this, we'll say 12,000 for two grown people. And that includes sometimes ordering takeout and also buying food that we cook ourselves, and that will be around 12,000 pesos. So in total, we're at 45,000 pesos for a month's worth of bills, and which equals to $890. So that would be the cost of living for, I guess, what you would call, what I would call, what most people would call a Western standard. So if you're looking to live in the Philippines and you want to have a relatively high standard, but you also don't want to, you want to keep a balance between the cost and the luxury, so to speak. You want to have a relatively high standard, live relatively comfortably, then I would suggest that your budget, or I would anticipate that your budget will be around this amount, which is 890 US dollars or 45,000 pesos. What I will say is that the location of the place you're staying at is a huge determiner in terms of what the price is. The big reason why the rent here is so high compared to many other places is because, like I mentioned, it's so central. It's not only quiet, but it's literally, we could just walk. It's literally maybe a 30-meter walk to the grocery store. It's like a 3-minute walk or something. It's so everything here that we need is very close. And in addition, the apartment is also very nice, and the apartment complex is very nice, high standard. There are also maintenance people here that we can call and talk to if there's a problem with the apartment. So the location, but not just the location, also different amenities, different privileges that you wouldn't normally have in other locations, in with other apartments that come at a lower cost. So that is the price, and I think that is roughly what you can expect if you want to live, again, relatively comfortably with a Western standard in the Philippines. 45,000 pesos or 890 US dollars.